up a wall because it had me second guessing myself. When I would speak, it had me thinking about what I was saying plus what they were saying, and it was like, bruh, you killing yourself right now. Like, you're not flowing.
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, green juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
This episode of the Secrets to Success podcast is brought to you by HelloFresh. That's right, your #1 podcast meets America's #1 meal kit. Get pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door, contact-free. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store and makes home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Go to HelloFresh.com/12success and use the promo code 12success for 12 free meals, including free shipping. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/12success, that's the number 12, and use the same promo code 12success for 12 free meals, including free shipping.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am, and I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I got Dr. King in the building.
What's
What's
go.
going on?
Let's
Y'all,
go.
You ready, dog?
Sometimes that's all you got to say, dog. You just got to say, let's go. That's it, dog.
Right. You ready, Mo?
Hey, bro, last time you said asked me if I was ready, bro. I told you, man. I don't understand that language, young fella.
When I called you at 6 this morning, you was like, it didn't sound ready.
That's because
you still had your bride there.
Hey, he don't understand. You know, my bride like to stay up at night. You know what I'm saying? She likes to stay up at night, so she like to stay up at night. I like to stay up at night, young fella. You know?
I like to stay up late.
That went over your head.
Fella.
You know what I'm saying?
Young fella.
So, but
young fella.
Eventually, when you get over 40, you'll see what I'm saying.
Hey, it's all good. I got a couple more years. I'm holding on to these 30s, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding on to these 30s. This geriatric podcast I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to Nikki and Moose. You know what I'm saying? I need to get over there with Nikki and Moose. I'm sick of y'all. Douglas, what's happening?
Let me tell y'all a pleasant surprise. Ma, pleasant surprise. When I bought Jada the car, what I didn't realize, it's a 6-cylinder. Pleasant surprise, bruh. So, you know, Didi drives European vehicles. They all been 8 cylinders. And then I got the Escalade 8-cylinder. So, Jada learned how to ride in the Escalade. And I'm going to be real. Jada's like her mom. She definitely got a lot of air traffic control, so she follow rules. But when you driving like a S550, bro, it ain't hard. Like, it ain't hard to get up to 75, 80. But I got in the Wrangler and was driving to church. And bro, it's a V. I ain't been in a 6-cylinder. I don't even know if it's a V6. You know what I'm saying? How do you know it's such thing as that? V6, supercharged 6. I don't know. But bro, it take a minute. In a 6, you got to put your foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? So it take a lot to get to 65, 70 in her version of it. And I'm pleasantly surprised because I don't have to work. Like I said, Jada's not a person who's going to speed. She's not gonna like push the gas, but whatever it does, that's what she's gonna do. So I'm like, thank you, God. This thing is hard to get to 65. So yeah, pleasant surprise, man. I don't have to worry about baby girl speeding, but I do have to pray because other folks be speeding. So
Right.
So Carl, we know now if you want to be let in the Billionaires Boy Club, you got to get your daughter's Rubicon Jeep or whatever it's called.
Maul drew first blood.
Yeah, no, he did. But so how did it feel buying your daughter her first car?
She was driving mine, so I didn't feel no type of way.
You feel great now.
I feel great now, but I will tell you this.
Yeah.
It's weird, Maul. Man, it's weird. It's like I should have done this a long time ago. It gave her a sense of responsibility that's unbelievable. Like, she never was worried about how much gas was. She gonna tell Didi the other day, nah, it's got a half a tank of gas in it now. So whenever you go, make sure. I'm like, this ain't no rental car. I got to return this Joker to what it was when I got it. We help you pay for this Joker. So no, but she keeping it clean and she's got an internship. She getting up early, making sure everything is. It's crazy, bro. It's almost like from what I hear when people buy their kids pets and they have to be responsible. This is a responsibility activity without having to pick up dog stuff. So I love it, Maul.
Exactly. Maul, is your daughter, has she driven her Jeep since you bought it for her? Maul, Maul don't let your honey go nowhere in that Jeep. He'd be like, hey, sit it right here.
Actually,
just look at it from your window.
Bro, like I told you
she
before,
is young.
my daughter, she was mad that her car, she was like asking me if she could drive it somewhere. We just let her go to school and back. Well, she don't even go. She do online, but we let her go to practice, all right?
Right.
And she was just like,
Mind you, practice is in the backyard.
no, she goes to the other. She plays
Driving
volleyball.
around the corner.
He let her drive it from around back to the front. Congratulations.
But she was mad. She was like, she's like, Dad, my car only has like 56 miles on it. And my friends, they have over 4,000, 10,000 miles on their car. And I was like, you're mad right now that your car don't have a lot of miles? And she was just like, yeah, like, all my other friends, they have 20, 30,000 miles. And mine only have 50 miles on it. I said, baby, that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
And 47 of those was Maul driving it from the dealership to the house. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, baby, when you go to college, man, that car is going to be brand new. You ain't no miles on it at all.
I know.
So, but no, man, hey, shout out to my daughter. She just got MVP. Award yesterday. She drove and picked that up.
Praise God.
There you go.
Thank you, Maul.
You know what I'm saying?
MVP the volleyball team?
Oh, no, tennis. They won a volleyball
Okay.
game yesterday, too. But
Okay.
yeah, and she did very well with that. I was watching online. But she got, MVP again for tennis. And so, yeah, man,
Wow.
she's just
So
accomplished.
they won't let you come to the volleyball games?
No, they they just all online. You just have to watch it. They don't allow anybody, any spectators.
Wow. And they play in masks?
No,
they don't
actually,
gotta-
they didn't have
okay.
They didn't have masks on.
We're still getting used to the new COVID world. You know what I'm saying? The more things change, the more they stay the same. Douglas, how does it feel, dog? You still good up there in the mitten?
Oh man, let me tell you something. It's weird, y'all. I felt like I never left. It's weird, bro. I got right back in the pulpit. Got right back at it. Right back to recording. I recorded Thursday, Friday, I think. Then of course, Sabbath I spoke. Q Deezy came in. I love the high eye boy, the flight attendant. Q Deezy hit me up on Sunday, like, I'm about to fly in. I'm like, oh, okay. And we about to get this content knocked out. I was like, oh, okay. Monday it is. Forget I got 2 classes on Monday, Maul. I got 2 classes I teach.
I
And we
forgot
got
once
like
and got crucified. You know what I'm saying? So he let Q get a pass, Carl.
Oh yeah, no, what I did was I was like, Q was like that child you bring to work. I just was like, yo, Q, sit right there. Every break I get, we'll knock one out. You know what I'm saying? So, Maul, whenever we get a break, I knock one out. Marshall be talking. I'll put it on mute while he talking, doing my thing. They call me back. I do my thing, get back. And so my man who did it, Corshawn, was like, man, I only had a 1 o'clock. I promise we finished like 10:55. So, I mean, went with 12:55. So we got it done, and he left and went back to the crib, bro. So, yeah, man, been working ever since, bro.
Carl, what's happening?
Man, see, my life has been consumed with the launch of Influencer Academy.
Yeah, I saw it.
Influencer Academy.
My
We did the
computer has been
webinar.
bombarded with it.
Hey, we did the webinar, man. Nikki did her thing.
Yeah.
Q, hey, we capitalizing on Q all the way
no doubt.
around. They
No doubt.
crushed
Yeah.
it, man. Webinar was phenomenal. We got a lot of people to just come in, man. So yeah, just again, growing, y'all. Y'all watching it happen. Just growing, just pushing.
Yeah, no, Nikki, man, she on something different now,
yeah.
bro.
Hey, man, if I get one more message, Carl, or somebody asking me how can they purchase Solo Pro Creator,
Oh,
bruh, I feel like I'm working for you. I be
hey,
like,
that's it. That's it. That's good. Hey, it's all in the same house, man. We good.
Send me that same check, though. You know what I'm saying? I love when people say that. It's just all under one roof. We good. You ain't cut no checks.
Let your Solo Pro
say my
grow.
roof leaking.
right, exactly. Maul, what's going down in the Shy, man?
Oh man, just out here, man, enjoying this little warm weather a little bit. Getting stuff together. Got the tennis court back up and running now. So
All right, because of the weather.
yeah, because of the weather.
Do you cover it all in the winter, or you just
No. You just
Okay.
let it. Only thing you do is just take the net down. You just take the tennis net down.
okay? So the snow doesn't damage the
No, it's
I
just
mean, I
like an
don't know.
outdoor, tennis court you'll see at the school,
Okay.
outdoor pro spot.
Okay.
It's just,
okay.
so yeah, that's about
But
it,
you
man.
probably bought that Venus and Serena special.
Yeah, nah,
It got
it's
like
not,
a retractable
Venus and Serena,
roof.
they ain't getting no
Yeah.
snow on their court. They out there
Yeah,
in Naples,
yeah,
they straight. So
I thought you had the platinum Venus and Serena turf.
no, man, but nah. So yeah, just enjoying life, man. Enjoying life. That's about it.
And the Quinnies are winding down our complete remodel of the house that started. Yo, it literally is like, when you got a thread on your shirt
Yeah.
and then you're like, yo, let me just pull this out. And the next
Whole
thing you
joint
know, you
fall.
got on a beater. You're like, oh, what? That's exactly what happened with the crib. But I'd say we got the chandelier put in. And then shout out to my man Cleon, Universal Flooring Solutions.
Fire.
Check him out on IG,
Yeah, Cleon
Universal
stuff, bro.
_flooring _solutions. The best in the business with the floors.
Oh, no doubt.
Came through, and when I say icied out the kitchen,
Nice.
I had to FaceTime Maul. That's how good it was. And Maul ain't easily impressed because Maul got a lot of stuff. But I was like, bro, I don't know, but this look, and I FaceTime Maul, and he was like, yeah. So then Maul can't let me, listen, let me tell you something. Watch who your friends are, dog. You know what I'm saying? Watch who your friends are. So I'm sitting there, right? I'm like, yo, I got finally, I got some floor. I could impress Maul. So Maul was like, oh, yeah, that's dope. He was like, man, he loved it. He's like, yeah, that's all right. He said, Cleon coming up here to do 4 rooms in 2 weeks. I'm like, what? So I like, Maul, give me a month. You know what I'm saying? Give me a
enjoy
month
it.
just to.
Right.
Yeah, he got him coming up there to do 3 nightclubs, 4 gyms. You know
Hey
what I'm
man,
saying?
I just didn't want to leave my brother out there by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Man, can't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't have nothing.
Ain't no ceiling in this building.
hey,
bro.
let me know when
and
you
then he
finish.
always in Chicago, so I'm just trying to make him feel
Yeah.
like home when he
Yeah.
comes.
Just
I
let me
want
know
him
when
to
he
walk on the
finish.
same floors.
I like that.
Yeah, I need to
Maul.
dry. I need my garage floors done. So
No. Shout out to again Cleon Universal Flooring Solutions. My man did his thing. Y'all hit him up for all your flooring
hit
needs.
him
But
up.
bruh came through, jumped on a plane, came from Miami to the A and knocked it out in a couple of days, man. Super professional, man. So I definitely appreciate that.
Hey, C, can
My
we
wife
get some?
is geek.
You mind showing some pictures, man, when it's finished?
All right.
When it's complete?
Yeah. I'll
send me
show
some.
some. I listen. Y'all know I'm private. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm
but,
saying,
you know what I'm
bro,
saying? I
you
do
got
owe
us.
y'all a pic. A lot of people been hitting up like, you never show that pic of the kitchen. So yeah, I get that pic.
Before
no
and
problem,
after,
but-
though. You got to do the
Oh
before and
yeah,
after.
Right,
okay,
right.
yeah, I got you. Of the whole crib, because again, this thing that turned in, bro. Don't do it. Do not do it, Carl. Don't do it. Listen to me, dog. Unless you trying to do the whole crib, because then everything got to match. All the decoration, like, bro, it's a whole thing, bro. Literally,
it's a lot.
The floors ain't gonna match nothing. All right, so everything's good with everybody. All right, let's get into this today because I wanted to talk about this last week, but he had a short time period that he could talk. And I saw something,
shorter
man.
one today.
I saw something.
Yeah, I got a shorter one today, but about that.
Hey, by the way, y'all, he said it's free, so he feel like he can, you know what I'm saying? He feel like he can leave when he want to leave because y'all get. So maybe we gonna make y'all start paying $5. Then we can get E to stick around a little longer. But in all seriousness, y'all, I saw something. Man, shout out to all the guys, the Final Four teams in the Final Four. Big shout out before I go any further to my dog Alvin Brooks III,
Sir.
AB3, Coach AB3, man.
And the second
Final Four. And then here's the crazy part. He's coaching against his father in the Final Four, dog. Imagine that. His father coaches for Houston. He coaches for Baylor. And they meeting up in the Final Four, man. One of the most incredible storylines of the tournament.
Yeah.
Very good friend of mine, him and his wife, Tiffany. Just great people. Good friends of Candace and I's, and known them for years, and to watch him get to this moment has just been incredible. So shout out to you, bro. Seriously, man, go Baylor.
So
I'm turning into a Baylor fan. I traded in my green and white for like green and yellow. Go Baylor, go Bears. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me brag too, Maul. He 2 years ago, the team as a whole, Coach Drew, but AB3 especially, they adopted the extreme execution process.
Yep.
And Alvin got certified in it. They used it on the squad last year, this year. So Coach sent me a letter. I'm just waiting for him to win the Final Four to go and post that and just let every other team know.
Yeah, let them know.
If you want to get in on it, come on, get in on it.
Yeah, let them know. So shout out to Baylor. Go Baylor.
Bear down.
So listen, man, I want to talk, and I know you don't have a ton of time, but this is a fairly serious topic that I feel like we haven't touched a lot on. I was watching the tournament, and I won't say the young man's name. I don't even know if I remember his name. But it was a big game in the tournament, and I think his team was down 1, and he got fouled with Marlon. It was probably less than a couple seconds to go, and he got 2 shots, and he missed them both. And his team lost, right? And they had a pretty high seed. They were supposed to be, making some noise. And I was watching the game, and I saw him miss the first one. And I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be tough to hit that second one just to tie it up, And sure enough, he missed it. And I was like, dang, it wasn't my squad. Shout out to State. We got popped first. You know what I'm saying? We kept the streak alive, but we was done. But I felt for the young man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, that's a tough situation to be put in. The moments that make or break you. Just in terms of your career. Sometimes that's a high pressure environment, right? It really is. And so I didn't think anything of it. And I called E that night, and I was like, yo, you saw it? He's like, yeah, my man missed whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's tough. He'll bounce back. And we was like, yeah, cool. And I don't know what happened or who alerted me to it, but I saw the next day he posted on Twitter, like, yo, what do I do? What did I do to deserve this? And I was like, I was like, somebody sent me the tweet and it like went viral. And long story short, my man was getting death threats from the fan base. Like, oh, you a bum? How you gonna miss? Bro, why are you playing basketball? Like, it was just, he was catching heat. First of all, you're an idiot if you're tweeting at a kid, and you know what I'm saying. Like, let's just get that out there. How you couldn't be any worse of a human for doing that? Like, it's a basketball game. But the kid was hurt, and I promise y'all, I called E, and I said, bruh, and me and E never talked about this, and I was like, bruh, I don't know why I read this quote years ago and never thought about it again until that moment. And the quote was "man in the arena." And I don't know, Marley, you familiar with that?
No, not at all.
So anyway, I want E to read the quote.
Oh yeah, maybe when I read it, you'll be like, I heard that.
Yep, go for it, E. Yep.
Yeah, so again, the man in the arena. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or when the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.
Man, yeah, I just felt like you just was speaking at the Super Bowl or something.
Serious.
yeah.
That was a
CJ.
moment right there.
I got CJ there, bro.
I felt
CJ would have put it on me if I didn't use my skill set.
No. Yeah, I appreciate you using your skills for the free podcast. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming with the James Earl Jones from the podcast. It's so many things that I want y'all to speak on in that quote. I don't even know where to start. But that quote hit me. Just like literally as soon as I saw him tweet and I saw he was hurt about it, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, bruh, man in the arena. And so I don't even know, E, where you want to start attacking that thing. But again, this is not about the young man or, basketball. It's about life, man. And it's so many people who are scared to put themselves in that position.
Yeah.
You would rather not be on that free throw line. You like bump it. I don't want that kind of pressure. And again, I don't want to go too deep. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to blow the whole topic in one swoop. But E, why don't you start us off just kind of looking through the quote and just let's dissect this thing one at a time, because I think there's so many life lessons and principles to be learned from not only that shot that he took, but that quote as well.
Yeah, for me, guys, just I always just try to go with my initial thoughts. Like, okay, E, what came to you, just, off rip without thinking. And this is a tale of two people. You feel me? This is a tale of two people. This is a tale of doers and a tale of critics, right? It's a tale of two people, right? And it's so funny that doers, if they're not careful, they can get caught up with the doing and with the listening. Right? And the listening is going to distract them from the doing. All right? And I hope this makes sense. So the doer has to be disciplined enough to focus on what they're doing and not the noise that is being heard while they're doing what they're doing.
Yep.
Right? And that noise is real. Let's just be honest. If you were in the arena, I don't care if you playing basketball. I don't care if it's like one of them old, Roman gladiator. The crowd is screaming, hollering, doing their thing. And it literally takes discipline. It takes discipline. I was talking to one of my professional athletes on even yesterday, and one of the things that they were struggling with this overthinking, right? And I was like, yo, I feel you, but you got to define what overthinking means, because I could tell it's creating anxiety and stress and worry. Here's what I said to them, CJ. I said, look, before we get started, let's just be real. Let's put this in context. Pressure, no pressure. Flat out, see? I was like, pressure, no pressure. They was like, what does that mean? I said exactly what I said. Pressure, no pressure. Meaning that you are a 1% of a 1%er. You feel me? So if it's the Pro Bowl, you're going to the Pro Bowl. If it's All-Star game, All-Star game, whatever. You are a 1%er of a 1%er. Your family will never have to worry about eating again. None of this. Pressure, no pressure. You feel me? And what I meant by that, C, was the pressure that you were experiencing is pressure that you putting on yourself. It's not real. And I asked the question. I said, okay, now tell me, if you can't tell me what the pressure is, and they could, and they were like, news feeds, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, like social media, right? And so I said, you got to do me a huge favor. You got to cut that off. you know, and they were like, okay, I could cut that off, but I can't cut everybody off. You feel me, C? I can't cut everybody off, meaning that there are people that I love that are calling me and they have their say as well. And, you know, I always talk about being an entrepreneur, how, you know, people who were close to me weren't really feeling it. And I was just saying this to him, C, I said, look, you have to realize that nobody is lacing them cleats up. Nobody putting on the shoulder pads. Nobody putting on the helmet. Nobody is, you know, going into the basketball court and getting on. All of these people who are telling you this, none of them are 1%ers. I like, yo, we got to put it in perspective. There's no 1%er telling you what to do because very few people on earth ever get to where y'all are. It's not even rarely. And even if you have a father and son combination, it's rare that the father was an all-star of all-stars and the son was an all-star of all-stars, bruh. And so for me, see, what I had to do was say, first of all, I need you to think about what are you thinking about? It's trivial. You're thinking about what they're thinking about and they're not even in the doggone game. So they don't even have the right to think because they're not in the game. They don't know the pressure. They don't understand what it takes to get here. You got here. Pressure, no pressure. And so that's the first thing I want to say to those who are listening and may find themselves in this situation. And she'll tell you, like, you know, when he talked about us getting into it back in the day, one of the areas, and I had to grow up, Maul. I'm just going to be real. I had to grow up, Maul. I was being childish. But when C would be like, E, and he had to learn how to do it more effectively, Ma. But C would be like, E, when you speak, you should say that, I'm Negro, Negro, you better get out my face. You know, but C would be like, yo, E, no, I'm not on that. Like, I'm not trying to tell you how to speak. I'm just telling you, I'm watching the crowd. I noticed some things they like when you whatever. You feel me? But I'm just being real, Ma. It was tough with C just in the beginning, until he knew, it's like, oh, okay, E, let me try. I'm not trying to do that. But I have been so accustomed to
Let me take the kinder, gentler approach. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, E, he tried. E, don't feel bad. He did it with me too, bro. He used to tell me about my life.
Bro,
tell me
from a 2 to a 10.
He should try to tell. He used to tell me how to tell my life. You know?
Right. But here's what the challenge was. Yeah. At least for me, before I met CJ, bruh. Everybody critique my sermons, my motivational. I'm like, yo, you don't even want to get up here and do this. And you try and tell me I did this wrong, right? You don't even know if I did it wrong. You're not even in their spirit. You're not even in their heart. You don't even know if I did it wrong or not. You just saying I did it wrong because you think I did it. And I put up a wall, Ma, but I didn't put up a wall because I was trying to be evil. I put up a wall because it had me second guessing myself. When I would speak, it had me thinking about what I was saying plus what they were saying. And it was like, E, bruh, you killing yourself right now. Like, you're not flowing. You know, you're not in the flow state. You know, you're not in the zone. You're 50% here, 80% there. And when I got to a point more where I learned how to literally silence the noise, kill the noise, and just concentrate on what I do and just realize, no, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to say everything right. But what I can't do is speak and think. And so that's the first thing that came to me. Is like, you got to decide, are you going to be the critic or are you going to be the person who's actually in the arena doing what they do?
Right. Yeah, no, I think it's crazy too. Think about it. You got, like you said, the gladiators or, you know, even like, you know, sports. It's like, yo, you might have 100,000 people in the arena.
You took my
22 players. You know what I'm saying? Or NBA, you might have 60,000 people in the arena. And 10 people on the court. It's like, dog, that's big. But, you know, I want to go back and just let's take that line by line. That very first time, it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out the strong man stumbles. And did anybody have anything to add before I go? More, I see you over there.
I was gonna say real quick. You went the direction I was going. See again,
Yeah.
like it's so black and white now to me. Like, dude, you're a victim or a victor. Just choose the side, right? You're gonna critique or you're gonna perform, right? What's the other one? You're a creator or you're a consumer. Like you either side. And see, what you just said is where I was going with it, but like it's a real small few creators and a lot of consumers.
Yeah.
So to E's point, the mindset of a creator has to be so removed from everything else. Because, dude, you're not even playing in the same, like, it's not even the same world you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about like an athlete for you're not in the same world, Maul. Your exposure to an athlete in school, you're not in the same like whole environment as the other students. Like you got a schedule that you got to follow. See, so I think to E's point is critical. Like you got to figure out, like I'm on the black side, whichever side. I'm on this side and not that side, and I don't want them problems. Fixed mindset, growth mindset. Like we got all kinds of analogies for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on this side or I'm on that side. But I can't bring those problems on this side. Whichever side I'm on. If you're a consumer, then consume. Just understand, that's who I am. All right, I'm a critique. Let me figure out a way to bring positive criticism or something. But just know which side you on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. If this young man, I don't even know who it is, but if he's watching this podcast, I would say to him, congratulations. I would tell him congratulations. I'm not even joking, and I ain't trying to be funny. I would say congratulations. See, what we don't understand is that if he would have made that shot, it would have been something in the scene that would have built him, right?
Yep.
It would have been something in the scene. Everybody would have been congratulating him. Everybody would have been ESPN. He would have been like, oh man, he would have built some confidence in himself, right? Because he made that shot. But for every shot that you miss, there's something in the unseen that's also molding you.
Yeah, talk to me, Mom.
This is something that's also molding you. What he has to do now, he has to take that feeling that he has, that feeling of failure, that feeling of pressure. He got to take that. And now this could literally make him into a beast. This thing that he just experienced, and really, I don't feel sorry for him at all because he's actually blessed. Only 1% get to feel that feeling. Only 1% get to feel that so-called pressure that he just felt. How many people get to play in an Elite Eight, standing at the free throw line, making a game-winning shot or missing a game-winning shot in front of thousands and thousands of people? He just experienced something that most people will never experience in their life. The thing about it, man, I look back, Michael Jordan said that he missed more shots than he actually made. He missed. So the thing about it is, if you take that shot, you got a 50-50 chance of making it. And I ain't talking about basketball anymore. Now I'm talking about life. You got a 50-50 chance of making that shot. If you don't take that shot, you got a 100% chance of missing it. So it's just like, bruh. Like,
but to the point, but let me say this, Mark, and I agree with you, and you're right. But there is a cost to missing.
It is a cost to making it too.
It is, but I'm saying, and I'm trying to let you know the mindset
it's a cost
of the person
to not
who don't
taking a
want to
shot
shoot
at
it.
all. See,
correct.
It's a cost to not taking a shot at all. So which one do you want to pay for?
Right.
You want to pay for the cost that comes with missing a shot? You want to pay for the cost that it comes with making a shot, or you want to pay for the cost to have a ticket and watch the person on the
because
court?
there's a reward, Maul. There's a reward for taking and missing.
It's a reward. So he's already he got to look at himself already outside of them. Spectators are gonna be there no matter what.
Absolutely.
See,
Always.
you don't think that there's people in the audience right now watching They watching and they critiquing
Of course,
him. They
E's
talking
man
about
in the arena.
It's people right now watching us gonna say whatever they gonna say on Thursday,
Which is weird to me.
But you can't worry
I've never
about
understood that.
the ticket.
I never understood the critic who sit there and watch. I never understood that. But anyway, I'm sorry, Maul. That's just weird to me.
No. But people are allowed to give their opinions. People are allowed to critique. I think that's part of it. I think what you just said, Maul, is you're right. He is man in the arena, right? Every time you put something out, and that's the problem, right? We don't like to be judged. Like a lot of people have this fear of, again, you talking about, you got a 100% chance of, missing if you don't take the shot. Agree. But then if you take it and miss it, some people, and I think in the quote, it talks about it, but some people would rather not have to face the consequence of losing. And so they just do nothing, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Don't want to
somebody sitting at home feeling like they better than that young man because they didn't miss the shot. but they also didn't even take it. And so to them in their mind, they're like, yo, I'm good because I ain't missed that shot. He missed it. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, let me tell you something. Even when I remember I could have talked myself, I could have not taken that shot. Remember when you was like, hey, Maul, man, you gonna be on stage, man, you gonna be speaking. Now, this is, keep in mind, E, this is back when I was like, nervous to sit up there and answer questions, right? Now, keep in mind, I've been answering questions
that guy no more.
for people asking me about real estate and business for the last 20 years. But C talking about some, hey, you gonna be in front of thousands of people, and bruh, E, you used to be on stage, C be on stage, I'll be up there just in the seats at the end of it. I'm talking about I'm sweating, bruh. I'm sweating.
Hey, but you was at the foot of the arena, bruh.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother hookup. You was at the foot of the arena, bruh.
But I could have talked myself out from taking that shot.
Yeah.
When C was talking about, hey, I want you to come up here now and get the keys to the kingdom. Just get up here and here's several points. Matter of fact, he had everything written out on the board.
It was all
I had to
done.
do was read it. And I was still like, oh my God, I gotta read in front of
he
people.
does you like that too. I didn't know he had your whole speech written out too.
He
I
had
thought
the
I was
whole key
special.
points, and
I
he's
thought I was special,
and then
Ma.
he broke it down like, "Ma, just tell him what you did."
see.
Like he had my whole story, but I was at the free
Hold
throw.
on, Maul. I gotta help you, Maul. Hey, see, Maul called me about 40 times that week to run over all the slides. I'm talking about like, yo, so this one come in first. Oh no. All right, then
my
this one,
God.
bro, like 40 times. My bad, Maul.
Yeah.
But all I can
Paint the
see
picture for
myself,
you.
now we talking about this, all I see for myself, though, is CJ telling me to take that shot, and I'm over here at the free throw line, and I'm bouncing the basketball, and I'm just nervous, like, oh, my God. You know what, man? Now, here's the ball. I can't even take the shot, see? I can't even take it. And when you just think about it, like, when I had sat back and thought about it, like, man, like, what would my life look like if I missed this shot right now? All right, cool. I go back to being a millionaire in real estate. I go back to being the king of my
That's
family.
good.
I go back to
That's good.
I go back to owning several different businesses. But what will my life look like if I make it? If I make it. Even if I just hit the rim and the ball maybe don't even fall in, but it's just a sweet shot. And and maybe I make one shot and miss one shot. What will my life look like then? And I took that shot. I literally took that shot, and who would have known that a year later, the number one motivational speaker in the world would say, hey, Maul, I'd like for you to come on and speak with me and do keynotes at the 1% conference. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just, you got to take your shot. It's almost like
Watch this,
if
Maul.
you don't take it, like what is your life
Watch
going to look
this.
like? A lot of y'all scared to take your shot, and your life ain't even the way you want it to be right now. You scared to take a shot, and your life, no matter if you miss the shot or not, your life ain't about to change. But what will happen if you make that shot?
But it will change, Maul, by you taking it. Watch what it says. It says, it doesn't say anything about winning, Maul.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are listening, please, it doesn't say anything about winning. It says the credit belongs to the man who actually is in the arena. So there are benefits you're gonna get from being in the arena, whose face, actually, this is like a little losing, whose face is marred.
Anytime you
by
got
dust.
marred, you probably lost.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, for real.
I don't know what marred mean, but it don't sound like you won.
I saw a
do it.
lion the other day that was
Yeah.
scarred, like his side of his mouth, his tongue was out. That was like whatever fight he got into, he was marred afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get marred, you don't look the same afterwards. That's like a permanent scar. You feel me? And it said, by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs. Come on, Maul. Who missed the shot? Who errs? Who come up short again and again? Because there is no effort without error and shortcomings, but who does actually strive to do the deeds.
Right.
Who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotion, who spends time himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end. You feel me? So it's saying that the credit goes to the person who actually put themselves in a position to be able to even make the last shot. And that's why I always say, Man, I got so much respect for Chris Webber because when everybody say Chris Webber called a timeout that lost in the game, doggone Chris Webber is the one that got y'all to the doggone timeout. That, you know what I'm saying? He got you to the last game of the championship that put you in that position.
Right.
So, yes, he missed. But without his efforts, you would have never played against Duke, never played against the North Carolinas. You know, so for those of you who are listening, I think for those in the arena or those of you who could potentially be in the arena, what you do wrong is you judge everything by wins and losses. Everything. And especially for a person like me, you know, who's experienced so much failure, I can honestly tell you that you really do, or let me say it like this, I shouldn't do definitives, but I will say this. There is a strong probability that you can learn from your failures. So it may sound, you know, it may sound funny to y'all, but even though I failed English, I did learn something that year. Even though I failed it again, I did learn something that year. And even though I never took the course the third time, what do you call it, Carl? You clef? How do you say it? Is that what it is? It's like, I think it's clef.
Test out of it.
You test out of it, right? So I test out of it, which shows you more I knew something. So the third time, I tested out of it. And so even now when I'm writing books and things of that nature, I think that there are things that I'm able to do as a writer and even as a speaker that some good writers and speakers can't do, because as a good writer and a good speaker, you are using the theory to do what you do. I'm actually using my failures to do what I do, which means there are people who are also inadequate may be a good term. They feel me because it's like, yo, how did he know that? Well, I only knew that because I failed. So I'm able to speak to a broader audience, I feel more, because I feel there are more failures on the earth than there are people who are perfect and have always done things the right way. I'm not saying that there's not a group of people who have not done it right. There are. But the ratio between people who just got it right and people who fail is way more people, you know, who fail. So I feel like, to your point, Maul, I've learned a lot. Now, it may sound crazy to some people, but I have learned a lot in failure, and I've been able to use those strategies and those skills, you know, to help me in the work that I do.
A special shout out to HelloFresh, our longtime partner and sponsor of this podcast. It's a trying time for many of us right now, guys, and HelloFresh could just be the solution to saving you both time and money. HelloFresh cuts out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in about 30 minutes or less. Some meals can take as little as 10 minutes to low prep recipes and quick breakfasts and lunches, and these are ideal for your busy schedule. HelloFresh is also 28% cheaper than shopping at your local grocery store and 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal without sacrificing the quality. You're fully in control, guys. HelloFresh offers the flexibility you need with customizable orders every single week. You can easily change your delivery days or the food preferences that you have, or you can even actually skip a week whenever you need. With over 25 recipes to choose from each week, there's something for everyone to enjoy. All recipes are designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity, and that's why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. Go to HelloFresh.com/12success, that's the number 12 success, and use the promo code 12success for 12 free meals, including free shipping. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/12success, and use the same promo code 12success for 12 free meals, including free shipping.
The beautiful part, yeah, you just outlined it, but like, walk me through the process of getting to the Elite Eight.
Right.
Like I'm talking about from a child. Walk me through the process. Like you know it. See, walk me through that process.
Oh man, yeah, for sure. You're gonna have to, hopefully get some training. You're gonna have to practice hard. You're gonna have to, hopefully be in the gym 24/7. You're going to have to earn a scholarship. You know what I
AAU
mean? Get on the
basketball.
team. Yeah, AAU.
Right.
Get on, college scholarship.
Travel
Get on the
teams.
team.
Yeah.
Make the team. Start on the team. Make sure you're getting playing time. Make sure you win your enough regular season games to make the tournament. Make the tournament. Get through the first round, second round, Sweet 16.
And to Maul's point, bro, do you understand that we're looking at a 10-second moment of my man's life compared to the 20 years of work that he put in?
Right.
Like, come on, like it's no
Okay,
comparison.
so let me, as always, try to play devil's advocate. This dude spent 20 years to get to that moment, quote unquote,
Yeah.
and you missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Your teammates
Yeah.
crying in the locker room.
Yeah, no
your
question.
coach get fired.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of implications
Yeah.
that come. No, his coach ain't getting fired, but I'm just saying, it's implications that come with that. And you did have the weight of one of the largest fan bases in the world. Everybody watching with bated breath. It's my turn, Carl. To your point, I done put in all this work, and then boom, it seemed like I blew it.
Absolutely. And that is immediate gratification. And that has its short-term consequences. But the long-term consequences is, one, you about to go back to the gym and work the way you've never worked before.
Absolutely.
Now, let me just say this. I want to put this in context. Tom Brady. Had Tom Brady probably won a national title, had Tom Brady probably got drafted in the first round, second round, he may not be the Tom Brady that we know. I truly believe he's the Tom Brady that we know because he missed the free throw. You feel me? He missed the free throw, Carl, and paid the price for missing the free throw and being drafted last. He paid the price for it. Nobody wanted him because he did not shine during those college years like they had anticipated that he would shine. But he took all of that. You got to usher. You got to learn to let it burn.
Yeah.
He took all of that for the long term and said, yes, there are some immediate consequences to it, and immediately I won't be as rewarded as some of the other individuals. But on the long basis, what is it? 6 rings, 7 rings? How many does he have? 6 or 7 Super Bowl titles? You feel me? And so I believe that, yes, in the short term you lost, but there's so much more you can get from missing it. And the question becomes, what will you do after you missed it? Not what will you do as you missed it. What will your life look like? What will you learn?
So let's talk
what will
about
you do with that
E.
mar,
Give
that
us
sweat and blood?
Yeah, give us a real life scenario, E, where you felt like, yo, you had a shot, you blew it. Because here's the thing. How do you come back, right? This young man, let's say he was a sophomore, right? Let's say next year he comes back as a junior and you get put in that exact same situation. Man,
Hey,
can
but-
you imagine?
Can I say this before you
Go
even
for it.
do that point, man? First off, I keep hearing my coach in my ear right now. And my coach is telling me it should never come down to just one shot anyway. So it's not this young man. This young man did not
That's a team
make that team
challenge.
lose the game. The team lost the game. Why did it have to come down to one shot, to 1 point? Why did the game have to come? So that's an overall team thing. So hopefully now we look at the broader spectrum of this whole thing, and hopefully the whole team is in a gym on the off season, and they looking at the film and thinking about what could I have done better as a teammate. Didn't come down to my teammate. We put everything on him to make this last second shot. No, we lost the game the second we came on the court, and we went back tit for tat with this other team, and we didn't break away in the game. We should have won the game by more than 10 points so that it didn't have to come down to the last shot. Coaches need to look at themselves. What could we have done better as a coaching staff to where it didn't have to put the pressure on this young man to make that last second shot?
Well, I hope they did do that, Maul, but I hope they did that.
That's a real mature approach.
So I just keep hearing my coaches saying,
Yeah,
you never let it
you're
get
right.
down to that point
Yeah,
in life.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I think to answer CJ's question, and I don't know if I talked about this before. I know I don't talk about it a lot, but when I actually went back to college, got serious. Unfortunately, the person who brought me and gave me a scholarship, that person moved on and went and got their PhD. So I was kicked out. I wasn't kicked out. I didn't have money to keep going. A couple years later, 3 years later, I was blessed with the opportunity with the president of the university to come back, and do my thing. And when I tell you I was shining, bro, I was like focused, killing the grades. I had one professor though in a course that was like, those courses, Carl, where it's like, it doesn't matter if you pass everything, you have to pass this exam to move forward.
The final count for 97% of your grade.
Bro, I'm talking about I was getting A's in every course. And in this course, this was first of all, she wasn't even, I don't even think she should have been teaching there, to be honest with you. She wasn't a part of the
What's
community.
her name? What's her name?
I don't know.
Don't do it.
Is she still there?
I don't even remember. No, Ma, you ain't about to do me like that. This joke will record it. But anyway, she failed me, Ma. She failed me, Ma. And she said that whatever my final project was, it wasn't up to par. Like, it wasn't even a C-. And I'm going to be real, Ma. I really had to do some soul searching because it was like, because you've been in school so long, you've mastered like the coursework part, but maybe the project part, which was like research and you had to do a paper or whatever. It was like maybe I didn't do well. And when I tell you, Ma, I truly believe that was the point where I became a student. And I was like, you can no longer have, I can't say what my mama say, but you can't no longer have, do stuff.
Have jazz.
Have jazz. And I can honestly tell you, Ma, it was in that deep, dark, Ma, I remember I begged this lady, man, I got her number, Ma. I remember calling her at Mr. B crib. He had a big dinner, and I couldn't even enjoy the dinner. I was just like, wow, you failed me. I'm not going to graduate. Like, yo, you stopping me from graduating. And Ma, I was so used to talking my way out of stuff and all of that. And she was like, yo, I don't care who you are. I'm not from here. I don't know you. Your paper whack. I cannot, with a decent conscience, let you graduate knowing that this is your work ethic. Ma, I promise you, I came back the next year. I took that thing serious. Now watch this. Y'all gonna laugh. Like I said, I don't even think I've ever told this story before. I literally had to have a sample group from a school. I had to follow those students for about 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I had to do what you would really call a qualitative study. You feel me? And then I end up doing it right the second time she passed me. Ma, I get to Michigan State University, which is when you talk about academic rigor, for me anyway, I had never studied, ever in my life. But can I tell you, Ma, I end up my freshman year, I probably had like a 3.5 overall. I think I had about 3.7. But Ma, when I tell you everything she made me redo, it literally prepared me for Michigan State University. It literally prepared me. And had she let me go, had she let me just be like, yo, you ET and you spiritual, and you doing a lot of great things in the community on campus, I'm just gonna give you a pass because of that, Ma, she probably would have set me up for failure, because what I didn't know about the grad program is that you had to maintain a 3.0 to stay in the program. And so that was for me, CJ, a point where I was at my lowest. I remember like literally crying. I remember telling Dee Dee like, yo, I took school serious. I did everything I was supposed to do. And she was like, apparently you didn't. And I had to wait a full year, Ma, to take that class over again, pass the class, and the PhD is history. And the qualitative study I did for the dissertation mirrors the project she made me do to finish, at Oakwood University, bro.
Yeah, Carl, you've always kind of been behind the scenes. That's kind of your, MO. Recently, I guess, you've started to become the man in the arena. Can you talk about the adjustment in terms of, again, it's a whole different beast. Like, and again, for those of you who, you have never been in the arena, right? Like y'all said, this is a form of the arena. You putting your thoughts, your feelings, your family, you're putting things out for public consumption. So I'm not naive enough, Carl, to think that if we put it out for public consumption, that we're not going to get public feedback, right? That's just the nature of the game. Like, it's people out there who have opinions, who follow, who listen, who have, critique, commentary, hate. There's all of those things come with that. And that's something that you have to be prepared for. I think, Carl, most of the time before, the last few years, you've kind of lived your life to where maybe you didn't have to deal with any of that critique or criticism or things of that nature publicly. How does it feel now to be more in the arena and have your work judged and viewed and all of those other things?
So a huge transformation. See, I'll start with the first thing in my mind I had to realize is that I'm thinking too much. That's the first thing. You talked about the overthinking before. I am thinking too much, see. And I'm thinking so much that I'm actually not doing the things that I am supposed to be doing. So that's the first thing. And so what I'm learning, see, is that we grow at the speed of our mistakes. We grow at the speed of our mistakes. So me playing it safe, me not doing, like, that's literally stopping me from growing. Like, think about a child, like not learning to walk. Like, it's literally stopping you from growing, not taking the next step. And I had to stop. I had to get to the point, I used the word last year, reckless. Like, I got to be reckless now. And when I say reckless, it's like, I got to stop thinking so much. See, to send you a text, I'm rereading it. Like, I want to make sure I'm so empathetic toward life that I want to make sure that I don't want you to think that I'm saying the wrong thing.
Do me a favor, give some of that to E, because E ain't thought about nothing before he said
I'm good on that, Maul. I'm good on that, Maul. Hey, I'm actually not thinking. I'm actually not thinking, Maul.
Text off, he ain't look.
He don't read nothing.
I ain't read Jack.
Bro, you get a text from E, it's like Morse code. You be like, duh, man.
Hey, Maul, it's your job, bro. That ain't my job. Right. It's your job to figure that out if you really want it.
I'm saying, think about going through life like that, though.
Yeah,
for real.
for sure.
Like, I'm so cautious about everything that I'm doing. See, that the stuff that should take me a couple seconds to get done is taking me 30 minutes.
Wow.
Right? So I'm not even making the mistake, because the truth is the mistake is the thing. We talking about it that helps you to grow. So if I screw up the text and say something to you, especially C, he gonna hit me right back like, yo, what are you saying?
Trust me.
Right. He gonna hit you right back.
You feel me?
So see, for me, it's like, yo, you gotta realize, and not I gotta credit the team that I'm with, y'all. Like, this is a part of it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I just figured it out on my own. This is the stuff that they've been feeding me for years. And now I'm realizing, like, wait a minute, Carl, you gotta hurry up and make the mistake, because the mistake is the thing that helps you to grow. The worst thing that could happen, see, and this is the beautiful part, the worst thing that could happen is getting criticized. You know what criticism is? Oh, wow, I ain't think about it like that. Let me add that the next time I do it. Criticism is a way now that I can grow. If it's something credible and relevant to my audience and what I'm doing, now instead of all the fear, see, that I'm thinking about and they could be thinking this and all that, it's like, yo, it's all ammunition. That's really what it is. It's all ammunition. If you didn't like it, two things, and I'm clear on them now. One, it wasn't for you. Let's start there. Or two, I guess I can make some adjustments. Both of them are great. Both of them are great.
So let me ask you this, Carl. Does it still, and again, I'm you know, everybody on here has different personalities. Does the criticism still hurt?
Not like it did. A little. When I say a little, I'm talking about enough, because it's who I am. Like, I'm never going to lose who I am, right? So I look at it and it's like, But see, now I know that I can correct my thoughts.
So let's say, let's give it the people practical stuff. Let's say, obviously, Solo Creator Pro, go get it. It's the best course on earth. Yep. You get somebody who says, yo, I bought this course. I can't believe this course is so sucky. It sucks. Carl, I hate you and your Bayesian accent.
Feel me?
And I'm being sarcastic, obviously, Carl, but if you, let's say you got an email that came in and was like, yo, this ain't what I thought it was. It's terrible. Instantly, your reaction, thought, feeling, all of those things is what?
Hold on. E, read that for me real quick. And put the date. Look at the date. Read that top email and then the second one.
So yesterday.
I wish this was set up. See, this would be a beautiful setup. I like, bruh.
In bold caps. Give me my money back. You know what I'm saying? Hello, I'm writing to get a refund for my order. I tried a couple of the lessons, and at this point, it isn't right for me. Thank you, and take care. Brandon.
Short and
I just want to read
Brandon.
it all. Yeah, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. I just went back and forth, so
What's
you might
his
let's
last
read the
name,
next
sucker?
one.
Oh yeah, he went. I'm not going back and forth with you suckers. I'm living my best life. Carl did go back and forth with him. Hey, Brandon, thanks for your support, bro. Are you looking to refund both the challenge and the masterclass? Yes, that is correct.
Because I'm trying to figure out, see, what's wrong? Like, I want to know. Like, I'm trying to learn. Keep going.
Yes, that is correct. The challenge and the masterclass. Hey, B, the refund has been processed. It actually takes a few days to show up on your end. What content are you looking for?
He didn't respond the way I wanted, but my next question at the end of it, he just said thanks or whatever. But see, I'm asking like, yo, what can I do better? Like, it's not criticism no more. It's now growth for me. It's like I'm looking for the opportunity to grow. So this is yesterday. My man's like, yo, I don't think the course for me. I'm like, bet. Remember I just said it's two things. Number one, it's not for you. Number two, what could I have done different? That's all I'm interested in now. See, so my initial thing is like, man, so hey, y'all been hearing me say on this podcast, I ain't got a single negative review yet. This is the first thing that was negative toward the course. I'm like, okay, well, how can I grow from it? See, so my perspective
And it might not have been
shifted.
negative. My man might have blew that cash and was like, oh, shoot, I forgot I was
I
supposed
need
to
that
pay.
back.
You know what I'm saying? So you never know what it is in that situation. But Carl, to your point, I'm thinking about it. There's actually, anytime you unsubscribe from an email, they like, yo, can you tell us a little bit about why you want to unsubscribe? Like, yo, we send too many emails. Is it you don't shop here no more? You don't like the, whatever. And so to your point, you should be looking for that feedback. I want to ask y'all because, there's two schools of thought, I guess. And I think I know it's funny because as I look at Maul and I look at E, I think you guys are completely different in this respect, right? Like both of you are high level man in the arena kind of guys. You think about the critique and the criticism, and I think Maul uses it as a driver, where E more ignores it, right? And so, but there's always two things. Like think about it. People like, yo, let the hate fuel you. You let this. E has never been on that. Like E just like. He like, I never heard any feedback. Like, he could have a million emails. It's like, yo, this was terrible. I ain't like this message. He ain't about to hear it. And I promise you, he ain't about to feel it. He could be like, somebody could be like, yo, E is the worst. What a fake motivational speaker. I hate my man. He a con artist. And he'd be like, what you want to eat? Like, it's not going to faze him at all. If you say something negative about Maul, listen, you can say Maul about to take that and he's going to use it for the rest of his life. He going to tell you about his third grade teacher who told him he wasn't going to be,
he going to get new kitchen floors
she was my
too.
fourth grade teacher.
Exactly.
I was Miss fourth grade. My bad.
So I want to talk about, because I think you have two different ways in which you can process the criticism, right? You can literally do like E and fully ignore it, or you could do like Maul and you can embrace it and go, okay, cool. Every time I want to hit the snooze button, I got my fourth grade teacher. You see what I'm saying? And so I want each of you to walk through your perspective on critique because again, I think there are people who want to get in the arena, and they're gonna get that critique and that like for us, people out there who should have been started the business.
Yeah.
It's people out there who had an idea who, should have been on speaking with us, right? Cleon was talking to me. I was taking him to the airport. He was talking to me about one of his partners who he like, bruh, could speak, bruh, but I think he's scared to get in the arena. He like, bruh, he a beast. He's scared to get in the arena. So talk to the people who saying, man, if I get in, how do you use that feedback, criticism, critique?
I'm saying don't use it. I'm saying,
well, that's a skill too, though.
Yeah, I'm saying
because
don't use
it's not easy to ignore. That much feedback.
Yeah. So when Carl said it affects him a little, it may affect me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I am fully aware that I am one of the most like optimism is my fuel, bruh. Like that's how I fuel myself. This is why the assessment is so important. If you haven't done it, go to flightassessment.com, man, and take it. What the assessment revealed to me is that I am highly emotional. Like I am at my best when I'm emotional, and being emotional means that, optimism, bruh. Like I thrive in like it's like almost like when something thrives in heat. And then you put it in the cold, it doesn't thrive. One of the things that you cannot do to appease people is you cannot let people tell you how you should do what's in the best interest of you. You feel me? You have to know you well enough to know what's good for you, what's not. Poking holes and stuff just because is not my thing. Now, if my wife says to me, yo, we're going to poke holes in this because there are obvious areas that you can make improvement, that's one thing. But a lot of the critique you see online, it's just people ranting. They not thinking. They're heartless. They don't care. So I don't listen to it because, one, the motives may not be pure. It's not coming from a good space, and it's going to distract me from my work. I put out information. Like, that's what I do. I'm not a critique. I don't read and go, what did you say? I put it out. Who needs it, they'll take it and use it. Whoever they don't need it, they'll take it and criticize it, tear it up to shreds, whatever. But it's not that I'm ignoring because I don't want to get my feelings hurt. It's I'm ignoring because I'm about my Father's business. You know, I am like, is it Jeremiah? Who is it? I'm sorry, I'm saying the wrong one. Nehemiah, I'm on the top of the wall.
Nehemiah.
I'm Nehemiah. I'm on the wall. I don't got time more to come off the wall to entertain you. I'm building a wall. We building a legacy. I got work to do.
You're not building it right, though. You missed the brick right there. And it's another brick. Hey, your wall look like it could use some.
And you know what? If Jamal told me I missed a brick, then I have no problems. But if you're not building with me, then I'm not listening to you. So that's why CJ has the right to say, hey, E, bruh, I'm not trying to pretend like I'm your brand of speaking, but I am an observer, and I love you, and I care for you, and I know what you want, and I want to help you get that. Yo, C, let's go. Holla at your boy. Give it to me. Give me your best shot. But if you just talking to be talking, if you trying to give me constructive criticism and you ain't never constructed nothing, I'm not interested, see? Because it's not, what is it? It's not wisdom. It's not sound counsel. It's fluff. It has the motive behind it is not pure. So I'm not listening, bro. But again, don't get it twisted. If you're a part of the 5, the favorite 5, if you're in the 15, the intimate 15, if you're a part of the 50, bro, I got you all day. But if you if outer court somewhere, we don't have a relationship, I don't know that you have my best interest at heart, I don't have time for it. If Maul can't tell me, and it's construction, I'm just not going to figure it out. I'm not going to find out about it.
Yeah, I know with me.
Oh, and I'm sorry, real quick, Maul.
Look at Maul. Maul can't wait to talk about it. Look at all the people who wrong. Do right by me.
Yeah, no. And I just want to show an example.
Yeah.
Maul, did I call you yesterday?
Yes.
How many times did I call you?
When I was on the Zoom 3 times, maybe, I think.
Easy.
Yep.
Then when you got off, you called me back. What was I calling you about?
Calling me about you had somebody giving you an estimate on changing out your kitchen cabinets or refurbishing them.
I called you to make the decision.
Yep.
We walked through everything. So that's what I'm saying. See,
you should have called me. I could have had Primo fly up there. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I got you. Come on.
Hey, but to Maul's point, he even said, hey, E, here's my recommendation. Hey, but C just got his done. You might want to call C as well. So I'm just showing you, C, I'm not against counsel.
You ain't called me, though.
I'm against it. I'm against it when it comes from the wrong source.
Hey, you ain't called me, though. So you didn't take the counsel.
See, I'm against it when it's the wrong source.
Hey, listen, man.
Maul, he ain't heard nothing I said, Maul.
Hey, no, he didn't hear that last part.
Hey, but no, I heard it. But your counsel told you to call the counsel. So when, you know what I'm saying? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? So okay, Maul, your turn. Go for it.
No,
teach us how to hold on to everybody who ever said a wrong word to us and use it as fuel.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Hold
Don't
on, my
ignore
brother.
it. Embrace it. You know, my coach, man, used to always tell me, say, King, why do you play better at away games than you do at home games? I used to always play better at away games, E. Because the crowd, let me tell you, all right, so the home game, to me, I never could really get up at home games. All my teammates, they used to love home games. Oh, man, we at home. You know, they got their friends and family there, and everybody's cheering. But I couldn't get up for home games because, bro, if we losing, the cheerleaders are still over there. Let's go. Good job, guys. And, you know, your coaches, the people in the audience, they clapping for you. The band is still playing for you. Even you could be down by 21 points and you score a touchdown or do something. The band is playing like you still in the game. And so I just hated that mentality. But at away games, oh, man, you come about the tunnel, bro, and people just booing you, E. One time I had somebody just pour some pop down. We coming about the tunnel, and they just start throwing pop and popcorn at us and boo. And so at that moment, you either going to stand there and be nervous, or you're going to be with your brothers and you just going to stand up like, man, we got this. Let's go. I'm talking about before you even get on the field. You feeling that because the booze
You in the arena.
is what's actually giving you that excitement and that passion. So I get more excited from people booing me than people cheering for me.
That's good.
Because the people that's going to cheer for you, going to cheer for you no matter what.
Anyway,
my mama will always cheer for me. Yeah, baby. My mama, sometimes we lost the game by 20 points. I might have missed 10 tackles and she's still cheering for me, still hugging me, still giving me a kiss. But let you do one thing wrong and you at an away stadium. Even if you do one thing right, that's what I love. You do one thing right or one thing wrong, they still going to boo for you. They still going to boo you. So it was just always something, man, where I learned how to...
But what is it, though, Mar? What is it? Like, what is it? Why do you like that?
I like it, I think, because I know they're against me. They're against me and they don't even know me. So it's something about somebody being against you and they don't even know you. They not against you because it's you. They against you because of what uniform you got on. Or, let me make it realistic for some people. People are against you because of your last name. They don't even know you, but they just against you just because you ain't got the same last name as them. And so I just learned how to say that, man, I'm playing for my last name. Now I'm talking about life. I ain't talking about team no more. So when I was representing the school that I went to, I had that name of that school on my jersey. And so I knew that, okay, even though this 50,000 people here is booing us, they don't know me personally. I'm not taking it personal. They booing not me. They booing my uniform. They booing my jersey, right? And so I'm looking now in life.
Booing what you
like,
stand
dude,
for.
People are booing my last name because I don't have their last name. So now I'm representing King. So now when people telling me, oh, man, you suck as a speaker, or people telling me, you know, I'm making this up, by the way. Nobody ever told me I suck, just CJ. CJ's the only person to tell me I suck.
No question.
Now y'all should understand why. I know how to push more buttons and
She
buttons.
figured
You know
it
what I'm
out.
saying? So I learned how to take the noise. And then what's so crazy about it is when you really get good at it, E, you self-sabotage yourself. Now, I take nobody is even giving me any negative criticism, but E, before I get on the stage, before I do anything, I hear those things. I still hear my fourth grade teacher telling me, you know, you're not going to be anything. I still hear those people that was booing me at the stadium, but those boos is what allows me even to this day to get in the gym. Every day, still today, I'm in a gym every day because I'm still hearing people boo me. Every day right now, I'm still doing things because I'm still hearing them. So them boos, you know, them boos is what wakes me up every morning. And it's what, you know, make me just say, hey, I got to do this for my family because I'm playing for the King team. I'm playing for Team King right now and I'm representing. So I got to make sure that I continue to grind and to keep elevating my family and the things I do. So I love the boos more than I love the cheers because I come to find out the cheers are going to be there no matter what. The cheers ain't even going to tell you the truth, E. The cheers going to lie to you. That's the boos are the ones that's actually going to tell you the truth. The cheers, though, that's what's going to lie, especially when you at home.
Didi don't necessarily cheer when you mess up, but I do understand the concept. Though.
No, you got a D, a high D over there.
Yeah.
But you know, Camille gonna still, you know, I mean, she gonna tell me right or wrong, but she gonna still,
right.
you know, just clap for me. I like it when I get those boos, man. Oh man, them boos about to have me go to the gym as soon as we get up out of here.
I know that's
you
right.
know,
As you started talking, Ma, you got super excited again. I was like, Ma, I think he's still about to play football. That's what it looked like.
It ain't even about football. It's about life, though, Carl. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Whether it's football, basketball, you know, we in a sport right now, right? We're in a game right now. Think about what we're doing on this podcast. This is a sport. We got other competitors out there. There's other people that have podcasts. Are we going to be the best podcast or are we going to be the worst podcast? What are we going to? We in a game right now, whether you believe it or not. We're in an arena, like y'all said. And so I just, every chance I get, every opportunity I get, you know, because I know those boos exist. I'm doing this for them naysayers. And it's crazy. I love when you, at the end of the game, hey, Rocky Part 4. Remember when he was in Russia, he was fighting against the Russia and they was just booing him and they hated him. When he walked out, they just hated him just because, I don't know why they hated him. They just hated him. But then all of a sudden, by the time he got to the 5th round, the hate wasn't as loud. Then he got to the 7th round. And then you heard a couple of cheers. And then all of a sudden he got to the end of the boxing event. And then people were screaming, Rocky, Rocky. And that's when you really, you know, when you take that hate and you just continue to do what it is that you do. And you just, you know, you embrace it. Like I said, I'm never fearful. And I think that's my big thing. I get nervous. Don't get me wrong. Now, I stepped on the stage and I've been nervous. My mouth done got dry a bunch of times. You know, I got that water bottle and you get that cotton mouth. But that came from nervousness, not really fearful. And I think that's the thing. If I can just give a practical step to people, you know, just, you know, I always say fear is false evidence appearing real. You know, fear don't really exist. Nervousness exists, but fear is something that you put, that's your own barrier that you have. And like I always say, on the other side of that fear, you know, that's your reward. That's your destiny. You know, that's your prize.
I want to go back, because Maul just, like, he helped me just now. Like, for real, Maul. And I want to speak to everybody that had my experience out there. What I want to say to this is, Maul, I didn't fail a lot growing up. Like I did eat, to your point, like I did everything I was supposed to do. Did, you know, decent in school, like I passed all my classes, like, you know, I did everything I was supposed to, Maul. So see, the hurdle for me of stepping out, and again, I'm speaking to those people that had my experience, the hurdle for you stepping out is you ain't never experienced failure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you ain't been
and
marred.
you scared of it.
Yeah, you're scared to get
because
marred.
you ain't never been burned.
Most
so you
likely you
scared
never
of
took
it.
any chances either, though.
And that's my point. So see, I followed the path. I went to school. I did the path that I was supposed to. And of course, I failed a couple classes here and there, but I had success in the path, if you get what I'm saying. So I've never had to step out into these uncertain terms. Like, I ain't never did this. I ain't never did that. And see, like what Maul just said, Maul, because you had to step out into all these different arenas, now the next thing you step out into, dude, it's like you've been here before. It's not new anymore. I have failed before. I have tried something before. And I grew something before. So I'm telling that group of people, Ma, I got a new definition of it. Ben, shout out to Ben. Ben said the acronym for fear, I'm wiping the one you just said off the table, Ma. He said it's feelings eliminating amazing results. It's just a feeling, bruh. Okay. It's a feeling that eliminates amazing results. And I'm saying you could take it whichever way you want to go with it. And the amazing result of missing the shot, right? Or the amazing result of hitting the shot. Either which way, you got to get there. That's the point, see, to just tie it all up. You got to get there. And for that group of people like me that you have played safe, you only get to this part. Like that's as far as you can get playing safe. Right? You have to step out. I don't care what it is. Like, you got to step out. I tell the grounds crew call that we do every week now, I tell them, turn your camera on. It is my job to make you uncomfortable because I understand just this little thing of like, I'm going to stay behind here and hide my screen and just text in the chat. No. I'm pushing you to turn your camera on because I need you to get in the habit of failing faster. Even if you screw up. And you want to know the funny thing? If I were to think back on my life, I can't tell you a single, like, oh my gosh, I dropped the ball failure. My entire life. I can't tell you, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But I played so safe that there was nothing that I got involved in that I just was like, oh my gosh, this is an absolute flop. Never in my life. So it's like now I'm like, okay, Carl, so you don't even have a frame of reference for failure. You got to fix that because you're not going to get to where you're trying to get
Carl.
to without
That's
failure.
Good.
You're not going to get there. Go for it, C.
No, that's good, man. And I'm sitting here, you know, and just to be honest with y'all, again, I'm trying not to say certain names and certain things, but don't look for the type of reward that we get in the arena if you sitting in the stands. I'm just being real. Like, yeah, it come with a heavy price tag sometimes. It come with your feelings getting hurt. It come with your work being critiqued. But I'm just telling you, the reward on this side,
Amazing results.
It's sweet. I'm just telling you, it's sweet. I was talking to somebody, and I know E, we got to go. We wrapping this up. I promise you. Maybe we could even let this segue into next week. But I was talking to somebody who was like a little frustrated because they felt like they had to. Okay, let me say it. You know what I'm saying? Like try to protect the sanctity of certain. I'm like, people ain't gonna tell me nothing no more because I'm trying to bring it here for content. But
I know that's right.
Somebody E was upset because they were like, "Yo, I was doing this, and now I got to start over here, but like this ain't been built yet." And it's so crazy. My brain heard that and was like, "That's fire." You mean to tell me you could start from the bot, like you could build it? And they were like, in their mind, they were like, well, how I'm gonna go over here? Because this not even. And I said, wow, you don't even get it. The greatest reward comes from being able to be in at the ground level and build it.
Yeah, let's go.
Like, yo,
let's go. Yeah, let's go. Don't start
I'm
it.
not
Don't
about
get
to
it
make
going.
the kind of bread
Next
I made
week.
coming into
Next
ETA
week.
2020. You wasn't here in, you know what I'm saying, 2006 when we got this joint going. There's a different level of reward when you put yourself in the arena and you're willing to put that pressure on your back. So, Carl, I'm not saying I'm sweet. I'm saying I really want that reward. I really want to play big. You go to Vegas. You throw your little $5 on the table if you want. I'm taking my whole wallet out. Let's go. And a lot of you so scared to play because you think about what you're going to lose. Oh, I could lose this. You ain't got nothing anyway. What do you have playing like that? You don't even have nothing sitting back, holding everything, playing conservative, barely living the life you want to live. It's like, so what? Yeah, I could lose. You already losing. Stop tricking yourself into thinking you winning big. You're not. You not doing nothing at all is not sweet. And that's the point I wanted to drive home with this conversation. My man, you took them shots, bruh. Oh, well, shoot them again and shoot them again. Life eventually is going to start to give him the rewards that most people who are scared to take that shot or most people who never want to step in and even remotely get that shot, you could sit there all day. You ain't happy. You're not going to be happy not shooting. Get your butt in the arena. You got some artwork that you've been holding on to, put it on Facebook, doggone it, and let it ride. Put a price tag on it. You got some music you've been supposed to do, put it out there. You're supposed to be singing. You're supposed to be recording somebody's album. You're supposed to be investing in real estate. You're supposed to be a solo creator pro. Doggone it, do it. What did it say? It's ain't no valiancy. Ain't no triumph in not doing nothing. That's the wackest thing you could be. It's like you either do it and win, you do it and lose. That's it. All of y'all who's scared to do it at all, there's nothing there. There's nothing there for you, period.
And if you are the best in your circle, please change your circle.
Oh, for sure.
Because there's a lot of us see that again, like, yo, compared to where I come from, bro, I'm killing it. But in your heart, you know that you got more.
Man.
If you were to sit down and look at your family, you know you're looking at some other stuff that you want to be doing. I'm just saying, like, it's time to be real. Like, we got to stop playing, man. Like, for real. Like, I don't know if people think that they're going to live forever, but we got to stop playing that. Like, for real. If y'all ain't hear nothing else that I said, like, you got to stop playing. Like, I want you to act like today your last doggone day on earth. And live it like it's your last day on earth. Because here's the truth. It could be. But all the stuff that you thinking and waiting on and could and shouldn't, like, you not happy. See, just said it. You are not happy. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I was not happy. Let me not talk about you. I'm going to talk about me. I wasn't happy, see, because I knew I had more. I'm on the, like, I'm in the middle of it now, like, yo, I can see now that, and to your point, see, like, I still kind of like, ooh, sometimes it's a half step back, and it's like, no, dude, like, you know, you weren't happy. Don't even look back at that mess. Like, you got so much in front of you. Let's move forward, because if today is my last day on earth, you gonna look at me and say, wow, he went out fighting, bro. He ain't go out of here just laying down. He went out trying everything he got. See, I started 3 businesses in the last 3 or 4 months. I'm not, and I'm saying this to, like, I want people
Carl
to hear
went from
Carl.
crawling to sprinting, didn't he? Carl,
I'm
Carl wasn't even
serious.
playing.
Carl, come
I'm
on.
not playing. I don't have nothing left, bro. If something happened to me today, I got Tamisha's name on all the businesses. Like I established the trust. Y'all heard me talk about that.
Come
Like
on,
I'm
man.
not
Come
playing.
on.
If today is my last day on earth,
Yeah.
y'all gonna know that Carl went out of here fighting. It's gonna be some stuff that live on behind me. I got my kids talking about real estate. I got Terica's board game. They're playing it. Terica was up here this weekend, and Jesse was like, "Yo, I love the game, but I went bankrupt." Terica was like, "Yo, it's a 6-year-old talking about bankruptcy." I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I got everything I got now. I'm playing the cards. We did the webinar. Like, I was nervous for the webinar. I don't care no more about the nervousness, Maul.
Yeah.
He still get nervous speaking. How I think that after, a year of me doing something, I'm not going to feel it. He still get nervous. Like, yo, the nervousness is a part of it. The fear is a part of it. Now do it. Bottom line.
Yep, shoot your shot,
You know what else
bro.
you need to do?
Drink some Organifi.
Well, that's what they tell me. Organifi. Shout out to the Superfood Green Juice Powder keeping this podcast rolling. Man, I'm back on it fully. You know what I'm saying? We had a little vacay. We was gone for a minute. I'm back on it, though. Feeling great. Y'all make sure y'all try it. Organifi, ORGANIFI.com. Promo code SUCCESS. Also, man, I know more. Y'all getting the Capital Infusion program is underway.
Let's go.
Man, for those of you out there, you're looking to get started in real estate, you're looking to invest, you're like, man, I just don't have that 10, 20, 30 bands to get whatever. Maul got you covered. You know what I'm saying? He pulled it out his mattress this morning.
Maul got you covered. I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
He's
like
going to let
that.
you borrow a light little fee. So we want to shout out to Make Real Estate Real. Maul, tell us what's going on.
Hey, make real estate real, man. We just growing by day. Man, anybody that ever wanted to get into real estate and flip a property, this is the best time. We're seeing returns like never before. Get in the game. Get out the stands, cheering or booing, and get there. Get on the court, man. And
Maul,
shoot
I saw
your shot.
you had a couple students in that joint.
Yep. We had some members come to Chicago, come down and check out their deals. When you're an alumni, Make Real Estate Real alumni, if I'm in town, I meet up with you guys, go through your projects. I love hearing the stories and seeing your projects, no matter what stage it's in. So yeah, man, shout out to Shauna, Keontae, and everybody else that came out here.
Beautiful, man. MakeRealEstateReal.com. Go check it out. Get in the game. Carl, Solo Creative Pro. I feel like we've been talking about it all show, but keep it going.
Come on. Hey, so now and again, along with what I'm saying, like for real, I'm talking to people out there. You got content. Like this is the opportunity. Like we started Influence Academy exactly for you because you got content, but you scared. And listen, we're going to help you. Like this is a program. It's a monthly program, $97 a month, right? But you got me, you got Q, you got Nikki. We bringing everybody else. Jose, Isaiah, everybody that's editing on the team. Everybody's doing our social media. Got access to us. We're doing monthly calls. And listen, we're going to show you the apps that we're using, everything. No more excuses, Maul. Like to the same thing with Make Real Estate Real. We are bringing all the tools to you. All you got to do is take the action now. So Influencer Academy, the website is soloinfluencer.com, man. Listen, guys, sign up. I promise. This is Carl's promise to you. I'm taking you with everything that I'm learning now. I'm taking you to the destination, man. But you got to be bold enough to step out here and shoot your shot.
Yeah, absolutely. So make sure y'all go check those out, please. Last but certainly not least, we had a death in the crew. Very tough death. I want to dedicate this episode to Brian Thomas. Not directly related to E, but a good friend of all of ours. His wife, Sophie, works for ETA, and definitely just want to send our condolences, thoughts, prayers to the family, and rest in peace, Brian, and wanted to dedicate this episode to him. So love you guys, and appreciate you rocking with us. We'll see you next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.